Welcome to God with George Ortega. This is episode number 127. I'm recording it on Monday, April 19th, 2021 at 6:04 p.m. Eastern Time. And God, let's get some work done. Let's work on the script, on the call script. So I start out, establishing rapport with the person. Hi, how are you feeling today? Even a question that that establishes a positivity. And so, all right, so that's good. And again, I'm gonna have to work on this. I really want to rehearse this as if I were an actor, performing a role. Just really be very familiar with not just the text of what I need to say, but also the manner of saying it. So, all right, the next line. My name is George Ortega. May I speak with, and then, whoever I'm trying to reach. And so what I expect is like, so what's this about, or, something like that. And then and this is just a first draft, and God, and I'd appreciate it if sometime soon, because I'm reading it from my notepad, my notebook, and thank you actually for allowing me to read my writing after I write it. A lot of times you don't do that. But anyway, what I'd like though is for you to have me type it out into the docs so I can share it with my therapist and working on it more from there, because it's got, I imagine a lot of this will have to be edited. I would think so. All right, so that's the beginning, and thank you for allowing me to do this work while I'm talking with you. While I'm doing the episode. It's a great way to do these episodes. Okay, now the next line. Oh, wait a minute, I missed something. So I say what I said, and the person says, I like to. All right, all right, so what's this about? I'd like to speak to so-and-so about an investment opportunity I believe he would be quite interested in. And again, that's got to be delivered really flawlessly. Then, they may say something, I don't know what they would say. I mean, maybe I'd get through, in which case actually, so now I've got to go back, so I've got to do a separate script for if I get through directly to the person and if I get a receptionist, so that's fine. All right, so the next substantive statement is, well, the first part is that that this person, and already I'm seeing that it's not, I think I have to add something before this, but it says, well, the first part is that he becomes world famous for advancing our scientific understanding. And I guess, the reason because I did this last week, so I'm trying to remember what my reasoning was. All right, so after that statement, the person would, I would imagine, say something like, understanding of what, because I end with scientific understanding. That's intentionally kind of like vague to invite a question. Then I would say there's a debate that's been going on for hundreds of years, I should say a few thousand years really, about whether we humans have a free will. Now here's like, I'm not waiting for a response after this. This will be my delivery, but I want to keep it brief. Just get the main points across. All right, there are four, so like, here's, all right, there's the debate, etc. There are four top scientists in the world: Newton, Einstein, Darwin, and Freud. In science, they're in a class of their own. That's, that's a key part of this. These are like our top scientists. Nobody, I don't think, Copernicus, Galileo, Hawking, various other ones, they're not anywhere near the class of these four. That's my assessment, at least. All right, so, and I think that's important to establish the highest authority for the position of the film. All right, so what's the movie about? I'm continuing. We're going to show a world where just about everybody thinks, everyone, I think I should probably say, thinks we have a free will. Why our top scientists are right and why nothing we do is truly up to us. Now, all right, I wrote this earlier today and I'm questioning, hold on, I want to get some water. I'll be right back, hold on. All right, I'm back. God, first, thank you for having me begin this episode in the calm manner that I'd like to do these segments in. But I noticed, I guess my getting nervous because I felt tension building in my chest, throat, which is why I needed some water. And so we got to work on that. I think probably, God, if you have me meditate on that region, it just needs to be relaxed a lot more. Okay, so again, I may change that last statement to something positive instead of like nothing that we do is truly up to us. Everything we do is up to the universe or is fate. It's something like that. I've got to think about that. Okay. So then I continue. How big is this? There's a philosopher named John Searle that was ranked among the top 15 philosophers in the world. Okay. He says that, and then I go into the Searle quote for, our world to understand that free will is an illusion would, quote, be a bigger revolution in our thinking than Einstein or Copernicus or Galileo or Newton or Darwin. It would there's that other statement, it would create a new understanding of our relation to reality, something like that. I gotta know that better. Okay, the entire quote I want to use. Okay, so after that I say, yeah, yes, it's that big, because that that's a powerful quote statement. And then I continue. Hold on. Back in 2006, Al Gore produced the film An Inconvenient Truth, that revealed to many of us a truth that that was very difficult for us to hear. I'm trying to decipher my writing, sorry. To hear and accept, and in the film may accept, comma, and the film made $50 million at the box office. Okay, then I continue. Because part of our marketing strategy will be to producing a 30-minute documentary. I'm telling you, God, can you do me a favor? Have me work on my handwriting so I don't have to this isn't like hieroglyphics. I mean, come on. So, all right. And so, which is interesting, guys. Just as an aside, we're taught script in school. And I think back then, the 60s, everything was so much calmer. Everything's gotten really anxious. It was the MTV phenomenon that, some genius decided to just speed everything up. So so the music videos and, the whole culture, I mean, everything got faster. And some things are good fast, but, not our basic temperaments and our, emotional beings. Like, be great for us to get back to at least a country where kids would be taught script, because it's a wonderful art form, really, and it's like, it requires a kind of relaxation. And I think, I don't, anyway, so like, let's get back to this. All right. Hold on. So, all right, so I want to read this again. So, because part of our marketing strategy will be producing a 30-minute teaser version that will be distributed for free to college and university students throughout the world, we can expect this film to do at least as well as Gore's As Inconvenient Truth. Got to figure out which to say. Okay. I've budgeted the film at $5 million, with half of that going to marketing. Okay. In addition to being world famous, the producer, this film's producer, can expect at least double or triple his or her. I gotta figure out whether to, his or her is the more common expression. Her or his is more kind of like evolved. The idea of women coming first, in certain situations. So I got to think about that. All right, so like at least double or triple her or his investment. And yeah, I think it'd be great if a woman, because I was thinking, because I'm Hispanic and we don't have, I've talked about this before. Sometimes people don't appreciate our intelligence. It's unfortunate because we have a lot more to contribute. But and also with Black people. So, I'd prefer to have a Hispanic person or a Black person produce this film, because it's kind of like the Obama effect. Obama must have made a lot of Black people feel really good. So actually, if you get a Black Hispanic to produce this, and even better than that, because I was going to say, it'd be great if a woman was the producer, because like, these guys are like, at the tops of these lists, world famous lists. So yeah, so like, Black Hispanic woman, that'd be cool. All right. So, and thank you for that idea, God. That just, you just gave me that. So, all right. So, let me read it again. All right. In addition to being world famous, the producer can expect to at least double or triple, let's say, her investment, because like, I guess I should, approach women first. My share will be at least 1.5 million based on the $50 million box office expectation. And whoever sets up the meeting, and this is the key lot, I got to deliver this flawlessly. Whoever sets up the meeting that leads to the financing will make 20% of my earnings, or at least $300,000 in the expected scenario. Could be a lot more, because there'll be it's not just box office. It's a book is going to accompany it, of course, and who knows what else. So, all right, hold on. This is great, God. I just thank you for having me be relaxed. You had me. Part of the reason I'm relaxed is you had me first walk through the Galleria, and then like do this actually, and then go over to the Westchester and walk that. And like I walked for like, I sat down part of the time, but I must have walked for maybe 2 hours at least. So it's good. So, and that kind of like relaxed me, it just like made me tired a little, but but I feel good. All right, so next line. The person I'm looking for to produce this film should ideally have a track record for trying, and I think wait a minute. I forgot, there's a condition, because I don't want to like be feeling rejected all the time, calling a lot of people and saying, well, people saying no. So like, I don't know where I've got to fit it into this. Once I type it out, I can edit it much easier. Basically, I want to make the point, I want to ask whoever I'm talking with, well, do you agree with Einstein and Newton and Darwin and Freud? Because if, I mean, like, I've gotten advice that I should actually work on people like that I should work to convince them. And I suppose I can do that, but I don't want to make the offer to someone who doesn't get this, because that puts me in a position of rejecting them rather than they're rejecting me. And like, considering that I'm going to be doing a lot of calling, it's kind of like the more humane kind of option. All right, so about 12 minutes left. So, but this is going well. So yeah, I got to insert that about, ask them somehow, they'll come to. Okay, now, next, the person I'm looking for to produce the film, and I actually should also insert, I should write this down. Let me sort of, because I forget, hold on. All right, so now, understand human will. Okay, that's one. And for this one, Black Hispanic woman. Okay, so I gotta like, so the person, because I'll put this into this, the woman I'm looking for to produce the film should ideally have a track record of trying to build a better world. But I'd be happy to work with anyone who gets the free will. Oh, so I did have it. But I'd be happy to work with anyone who gets that free will is an illusion, gets how big this is. So I'm not even going to, repeat the Einstein and stuff like that. And also gets how our world understanding this can make everything so much better for everyone. And that's not what I wrote, but that's a little better. And I'll work on that some more. All right, that's good, guy. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So you got a big night ahead of me. I mean, like, I got a tour class at 7, and then another kind of like a meeting, a Zoom meeting at 8:15. So that should be good. Thank you for having me throughout almost the entirety of my being in town, except when I was working on the call script, just listening to the Beatles. And thank you, God, because I can listen to these songs. Let me see how many songs are in the playlist. It's Mellow Beatles. I just created it recently, but I can, I imagine there's maybe about 20 songs, because I added some more to them, maybe 30, and I can listen to these over and over and over, and they're still amazing. I mean, it's beyond amazing. All right. So, and yes, I'm going to like say them so it's a little more interesting to you, and then I'll count with my fingers and hopefully something. Come Together, 2, Here Comes the Sun, 3, Hey Jude, 4, Oh Darling, 5, Golden Slumbers, 6, Norwegian Wood, 7, In My Life, 8, Within You Without You, 9, Strawberry Fields Forever, 10, Flying, 11, Dear Prudence, 12, Revolution Number 1, 13, Sun King, 14, You Never Give Me Your Money, 15, Let It Be, 16, Because, 17, Across the Universe, 18, I've Got a Feeling, 19, The Long and Winding Road, 20, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, 21, Only a Northern Song, 22, Anna, Go to Him, 23, Do You Want to Know a Secret, 24, Till There Was You, 25, You Really Got a Hold on Me, 26, If I Fell, 27, Nowhere Man, 28, Michelle, 29, Girl, 30, Here, There, and Everywhere, 31, this is cool. For No One, 32, Fixing a Hole, 33, She's Leaving Hole, 34, A Day in Life, 35, I Will, 36, Julia, 37, Good Night, 38, very cool. All right, I should probably look for 2 more, so it will be an even 40, because like anybody knows Judaism, 40 is a very significant number. So like, All right. So yeah, so it was so cool, guys. I appreciate that. All right, so now I've got about half an hour until this next meeting, and I don't think I want to wait until 9 o'clock to eat. I've just had an apple, so so I'm gonna eat a salad, between now for the next 35 minutes and stuff. Absolutely. All right. So well, I'm not done yet. I got 7.5 minutes left of this. Um, Okay, so thank you for like having me go into town. I wanted like another pair of black pants, kind of like a slim fit, and you had me find them. And this is great. I mean, like I ordinarily don't try to pay more than $20 for my jeans, but I really wanted these, and the price said, I think 20, 25. I don't know. I got them for 20, which was a great deal. And then you had me buy this little rug that I needed, to put under where I put one of my bass guitars when I lean them against a holder. So that was nice. Thank you for that. What else did you have me get? Uh, oh, and the tomatoes, and the yes, the thank you for the and I ordinarily I last time I got it was like $3.99 for the, it was $4.99 this time, but thank you for having me get the vegan cheese, for paying $4.99 for what I could pay $1 for if I were to kind of like if you were to actually have me um, eat this food that has trace elements of milk. I mean, like, I used to eat those kinds of cheeses, and because it's like the milk. I think in one of them, casein or something way maybe in the ingredients, but like on the bottom it says like how sometimes it says contains nuts, contains milk, contains eggs. So I think this cheese says contains milk, and so I was buying that for a while. But I'd rather with this go pay more for to not have the the milk product, because I know how they treat these cows. It's not good. And so like that, but in addition to this guy, so like you had me download, save a page on creating vegan cheese. You had me get the ingredients 2 months ago. It's got to be, and like so like I would appreciate it if sometime this week. I know you're busy. I know running the world is not easy. I imagine. Well, for you, it's probably like a cakewalk. I mean, come on. But yes, what I would like for you to do is to have me make this vegan cheese finally. It's like agar-agar flour, some other kind of flour, and coconut milk. I think those are the main ingredients. And I don't know what else in it, but it doesn't seem difficult, So like, so can you do this for me, God? I'd appreciate it. Thank you. All right. I mean, thank you for having me make these pizzas, because that would be great. I was thinking of making one tonight, but I'm not going to have time, because I don't want to. I mean, no, actually, yes, I may have a small salad, and then maybe at around 10 o'clock have that pizza. That might be a good idea. And thank you, God. Here's I weighed myself today, and for the first time in months, it's got to be 3-4 months, maybe more, I'm down to my regular weight, 153. You had me up to 178 for a while, and fortunately for me, you have me value, our bodies like your temple, and I like being thin, so so thanks, yeah. And now I've got to like I'll celebrate with the pizza. But no, and I again, and you also you had me thinking that, well, I might want to lose a bit more, going out to maybe 145, because I have this, all right, because of this little pot belly that I have. It's not like I drink beer or anything, because I don't, but like and so like God, you had me wanting to confirm or verify something that I suspect, that actually, this potbelly isn't a sign of overweightness. It's really just like a sign of a kind of like a relaxed solar plexus, region, which in my case, I think it needs to be a lot more relaxed, if you don't mind. But yeah, so, when you have a minute, God, have me look into that. Thank you. All right. 2 minutes and 41 seconds. And God, like when I end this show, I'm going to take maybe 20 seconds to go through my spiel. I've got my opening spiel and my closing spiel. And yes. All right. So 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes. So what else? Thank you for the replacement Sony headphones came, and they charge, because the last two I had, two, I may have done something wrong, because like, apparently it may be that you have to turn this headset, the headset part has to be turned on for it to charge. But no, even the other two, the light wasn't going on anyhow. So anyway, so this one is charged, and I'm looking forward, God, to oh no, no, I tried it last night. It's decent. It's decent. It's perhaps better than the radio frequency ones you had me get. And actually, I'm going to compare it to just a wired headset, because like, remember, God, you have me, you have this great 50 millimeter headset that's wired, that with a cord, that you had me get, it's got to be like 10, 15 years ago, and it's a great set. So, but like, the plug broke, and or I have to solder something. So like, do me a favor, like, give me a break, God. Come on, that like takes no time. I could do that like in 20 minutes. And actually, so like, but no, I think what I wanted to get, and this is part of it, I think I need one of those like magnifying light things that the jewelers and people work, because like, it's delicate work, and anyway. So I'm glad we talked about that, God. And thank you for yesterday for getting together with Andy. That was awesome. Having a great conversation with my brother. Very cool. All right. So this is working out well. One a day. I'm not feeling the need to do two, each day. So that's good. All right, audience, thank you for watching. Catch this every Monday through Friday on White Plains Community Media Channel 76 if you get Optimum, 45 if you get Verizon, and I also upload the episodes to YouTube and Facebook. Okay, again, thanks for watching, and have a great evening. Thanks.